And it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Everybody know my son King. He's a passionate young man.
He's very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times. But the Lord ain't through with him yet.
That's right.
I mean? Yeah, and he get better every day and learn from his mistakes the same way any of us did when we was that age.
Okay, so I would say what hurt me would be like, I'm honestly like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
Timestamp that.
not time step that. I feel like even now and today, like that's how it is. Like they're just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they'd rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go. She gotta go, he go. It's just like.
All right, so it looks like T.I. might be facing his biggest test as a father right now. Because word on the street is that King Harris has been living a low-key DL life. And baby, it gets messier. There's reportedly footage of King in action with his DL partner. And guess what? T.I., Tiny, and King's Big Nana got their hands on the tape. Sources are saying T.I. is not only embarrassed over the tape, but he's also mad at King for not coming clean to the family about his sexuality. Now, T.I. is scrambling, trying to make sure that tape never hits the internet. Honestly, though, it ain't really surprising that T.I. and Tiny had no clue about King's sexuality. Anyone who's been following this family knows they're the perfect example of how to be big stars, but not always the best parents. We all saw how King spilled the tea about staying with his grandma in the hood and only getting to visit his mom and dad when they were filming Family Hustle. It's a lot, y'all.
And it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when the cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house.
Okay, so even though King Harris had everything he needed for a good life thanks to his parents, it's clear his grandmother was the real MVP. She was the closest thing he had to a true parent. Now, we can kinda get why he kept his sexuality on the low around her, cause let's be real, older folks can be judgmental. But the real tea is that King couldn't even confide in his parents cause they were so disconnected from him. Their relationship, far from perfect, and that's putting it lightly. Now, fast forward, King Harris has been making headlines these past few weeks, and it's all about his relationship with Big Nana and the baby she's carrying. After King went public about their relationship, rumors started flying that T.I. wasn't feeling it, especially because of the age gap between King and Big Nana. Word is, T.I. told King not to let his guard down, because he feels like Big Nana's only in it for the fame and a juicy slice of the family's wealth. Oop, the shade. So Big Nana gets pregnant, has the baby shower, and T.I. don't even show up. But at the end of the day, they still had their baby, like every other couple. And let me tell you, having that baby really changed King Harris. It's like the little one gave him a whole new sense of purpose, and you can see it in every Instagram post. The love he has for that baby is undeniable.
A lot of people hit me up like, King, I know you tired, you ain't getting no sleep. And the truth be told, before this little I ain't been getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just been outside working, lifestyle. You know, lifestyle just life. You know what I'm saying? And, but now I'm damn sure not getting no sleep. This up every morning, and then around the morning time, he like to do that little live concert I be doing with him. And, he like to walk around the house. So, that's what I've been dealing with. But, if y'all want to come see what I'm going through early in the morning with Lil Junior, I call him Lil Jack as a baby, is Jack from me. Anyway, y'all want to see what we doing? Tap in on the Snapchat.
So, while we've been talking about how much King Harris has changed since becoming a father, there's a whole other mess brewing behind the scenes. Word on the street is that King Harris was living his DL life, and the real tea is a video of him and his DL partner somehow made its way to both T.I. and Big Nana. Sources say when T.I. saw the video, it completely broke him. But things went from bad to worse when he found out that Big Nana also had a copy. T.I. was reportedly heated when he realized Big Nana had the video, because he felt like she didn't trust him enough to keep it between them. He's worried she could use it to blackmail him down the road, especially since the video gave her some real power. And y'all know T.I., he doesn't trust Big Nana like that, thinking she's just in the family for the money. Having that video in her hands, too dangerous for his liking. So, T.I. wasn't playing games. He hired a private investigator to get to the bottom of it. Turns out, it was King Harris's DL partner who leaked the video, hoping to make a quick buck by threatening to release it online. T.I. wasn't having it. He made sure the ex-partner was arrested to keep that video from ever seeing the light of day. Ain't no way he was letting that mess slide. Now, if that video somehow ends up online, T.I. reportedly believes the only other person who could have a copy is Big Nana, who flat out refused to destroy hers. Sis is holding on to it, and that could get real messy if it ever sees the light of day. Arresting King Harris's DL partner for attempted blackmail wasn't the end of it, though. According to sources, T.I. and Tiny sat down with King for a heart-to-heart about the video and his sexuality. But of course, things didn't go as planned. T.I. and King have never exactly been on the same page, and this conversation turned into a full-blown argument. King went off, blaming his parents for not being there for him when he needed them. He also said he couldn't confide in his grandmother because he feared being judged by her.
Okay, so I would say what hurt me would be like, I'm honestly like my mom being like with Tip all the time.
Damn.
Like,
Timestamp that.
not
I
times
got you.
that. I feel
I
like
got
even now and today, like that's how it is. Like they're just tied to the hip. But now I'm grown, so it's like I can't really. But it's like they'd rather go places with each other. So anytime he gotta go, she gotta go. She gotta go, he go. It's just like.
Now, having your deep secrets exposed from a tape, especially when you're a celebrity, is mentally draining, considering the risks involved. But let's be real, T. I has to take some responsibility in all of this. Providing for your kids ain't just about the money. It's about showing up for them and being there emotionally. But T.I. and Tiny, they seem to think it's all about the financial side of things, sending their kids to live with their grandparents while they're out here living their best lives, traveling the world. And let's not act like King Harris was the only one who felt neglected by T.I. and Tiny. Their daughter Zonique also revealed that she stayed with her grandma, Tiny's mom, and only got to visit her parents when they were filming Family Hustle. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend these kids didn't feel a lack of parental love, because that's exactly what it looks like. So, word on the street is that T.I. and Tiny are really butting heads when it comes to King Harris and his next move. Sources close to the family say Tiny is all about King coming clean about his sexuality, feeling like it's better to just get ahead of the drama before it blows up in their faces. But T.I.? Nah, he's not having any of it. He wants to keep it all under wraps, worried that King's DL confession could mess with his street cred and stain his 2-decade legacy in hip-hop. T.I.'s got his mind set on King, just focusing on Big Nana and their baby, believing that with the tapes gone, who's really gonna believe the ex-DL partner's story anyway? It's like T.I. feels the whole thing will blow over if they just keep it quiet. T.I. shaming King Harris for being DL had fans talking, and they left comments saying, T.I. has every right to not like choices his children make, does not make T.I. a bad parent, I don't blame TL, and life goes on. Everyone does not agree with W the DL lifestyle, and if you do, I'm gonna have my right to disagree without a lifestyle. It does not mean a person does not love that person. A parent does not have to accept their adult son and daughter's life choices. There is no need to bully a parent to accept something that they don't agree with. It will do more harm than good. Just because someone doesn't agree with your choices in life doesn't mean they are evil. I understand how Tip feels. He will come around. He loves his son. He's just temporarily disappointed because he's totally shocked. Let's give Dad a minute. Ooh, now that's a tough one. On one hand, T.I. might be coming from a place of wanting to protect his son and his family's reputation, especially in the public eye. He's been in the game for so long, and that legacy is important to him. But on the other hand, it does seem like T.I. is putting his own concerns about his street cred and legacy before his son's emotional well-being. King Harris should have the freedom to live his truth without feeling like he's got to keep it hidden, just to protect the family's image. So honestly, it feels like T.I.'s approach might be a little selfish. What do y'all think though? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and then be sure to check out this next video.